If you thought today's biggest automotive story couldn't get any more interesting, wait until you hear what happened.
When I first read today's headlines, I honestly didn't expect the story to take this direction. There's a lot to unpack.
So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's dive right into today's biggest automotive stories. There's a lot of buzz surrounding Africa's automotive market lately, and it's fascinating to see how this continent is positioning itself on the global stage.
Absolutely. What sparked your interest, Alec? I mean, we often think of emerging markets as being in Asia or South America, but Africa is really stepping up.
Well, it's a combination of factors. For one, Africa has a rapidly growing middle class. Some reports estimate that by 2030, the middle class could reach over 300 million people. That's a huge consumer base for automobiles.
Wow, that's a staggering number. And with more people having disposable income, I assume they're looking to invest in vehicles?
Exactly. More access to finance and increasing urbanization are driving that need. But it's not just about the demand. Automakers are also recognizing the potential for growth and are beginning to tailor their strategies accordingly.
Speaking of strategies, what are some of the approaches automakers are adopting to tap into this market?
There's a push for local manufacturing. Companies like Toyota and Volkswagen are investing in plants across the continent. It's cheaper to produce vehicles locally, and it helps them dodge tariffs and reduce shipping costs.
That makes sense. Plus, local production can create jobs and spur economic activity, which is a win-win situation.
Exactly, this creates a ripple effect. More jobs mean more income, which further boosts demand for vehicles. However, there's still a challenge. Infrastructure in many regions isn't up to par yet.
Yes, that's a critical issue. Poor road conditions can really impact vehicle usage and ultimately, sales. Are automakers doing anything to address this?
Some are actually partnering with local governments to improve infrastructure. For instance, they may invest in better roads or transportation systems as part of their broader commitment to the communities they serve.
That's quite strategic. But how does this tie back to technology? We've seen a surge in electric vehicle adoption worldwide. Is Africa on that path as well?
It is, and that's where things get interesting. While the EV market in Africa is still in its infancy, several countries are exploring it. For instance, in South Africa, there are initiatives to promote electric vehicles while addressing the continent's unique challenges like limited charging infrastructure.
That's a good point. The charging infrastructure is crucial. But with Africa's vast expanse, are there any innovative solutions being proposed to tackle this?
Yes, some startups are working on solar-powered charging stations, especially in areas with unreliable grid power. This not only supports EV growth, but also promotes renewable energy.
That's brilliant. It seems like there's a synergy between technology and sustainability that could really put Africa on the map as a leader in the automotive sector.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about the potential for digital innovation. The rise of ride-sharing apps and mobility services can be a game changer in urban areas where owning a car isn't always practical.
Right. It's fascinating how technology can transform transportation options, but how do you think Africa's automotive industry will impact global markets in the future?
Well, as Africa's automotive capabilities strengthen, the continent could become a significant player in global supply chains. It might even shift some manufacturing away from traditional hubs like Europe and Asia.
That's a huge shift. And with global brands looking to diversify their supply chains, Africa could be perfectly positioned to attract that investment.
Exactly. And as African brands begin to emerge, we could see a new wave of competition that changes the global automotive landscape.
It's incredible to think about the potential. All these factors, local manufacturing, technological innovations, and the rise of a middle class could fuel unprecedented growth in the automotive sector.
And as journalists, it's our job to keep an eye on these developments. Africa's auto advantage is something we should all be paying attention to, as it might redefine how we view the automotive market in the coming years.
I couldn't agree more. It feels like we're just at the beginning of this journey, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds.
Exactly, Maya, there's so much potential, and we'll definitely keep our listeners updated on how this story develops.
For sure. Thanks for diving into this with me, Alec. It's always enlightening to explore new territories in the automotive world.
Thank you, Maya. I enjoyed it as well. Until next time, everyone.
Take care, everyone.